guys, welcome to Black Scout Survival Late Night Live. Thanks for hanging out with me, man. Every day it seems to be that we're getting closer to apocalypse. Anyway, I've got some news tonight, some stuff you've probably not heard anywhere else, and pretty alarming stuff. Now, I do want to talk first about what's happening known as the Great Awakening. A lot of Americans are waking up to the tyranny and just the decline of what we call the American experiment. And a huge movement here is the former Obama fundraiser is so fed up with the left that she's selling her $1 million dim collectibles. Now, why you would have $1 million dim collectibles is beyond me. But anyway, she helped raise millions of dollars for Obama's presidential campaign. And Allison Hune, I think is her name, is leaving the Democrat Party and is choosing to back Donald Trump. So a lot of people are awakening, and there's a huge movement going on. People are tired. They're tired. They figured they got the rope. They figured out they got the rope-a-dope in 2020 with the whole everything that went on with that. Okay, now let me play this video discussing the current state of the world, and then this will kind of segue into what we're talking about.
He's concerned about World War III. Russia's nuclear doctrine calls for the employment of nuclear weapons. The West and the East are going to be fighting on the opposite side, and he's assembling the coalition to target both U.S. homeland and allies. Putin wants to make sure that he builds an anti-U.S. axis, which includes North Korea, China, Cuba, Venezuela.
What have I been saying for years now? That the plan is to build a anti-NATO or anti-America coalition, and that's what's been happening along with BRICS and just the alignment of things. Now, Putin actually went and met with Kim Jong-un. This is the first time in 20 some odd years or something, and they have signed a new defense pact. Why is that important? Well, it pledges to defend each other if ever attacked. Now, with the state of the world, and it seems like the warmongers want to go to war with Russia and go kinetic, that leads into adding in Kim Jong-un, Venezuela, all these other places as well, probably China. Putin described the agreement as a breakthrough document reinforcing their relationship across security, trade, and investment. He also hinted that this new partnership could lead to military and space technology transfers. Western countries have already said that a deal between the two is in place, so apparently they knew what was happening. Russia reportedly provided North Korea technology and food in return for munitions that they are using in Ukraine. Now, Donald Trump went over there and met with Kim Jong-un and like had everything peaceful. The world was at peace. Now we're on the verge of apocalypse, nuclear apocalypse. And like the lady said in the beginning, Russia's nuclear doctrine is if their sovereignty is at threat, okay? That could be a whole slew of different things. It could be that we are saying that they can attack inside of Russia with weapons that we're giving them, and the likelihood. Now, a tribe member, and if you're not part of the tribe, I highly recommend going. So much intel, knowledge transfer stuff goes on in the tribe. It's a great place to meet like-minded people. But a tribe member actually posted this, and I had actually not even seen it, but this if you're not awake yet, and if you're not awake by the end of this video, then I just go grab a latte. I don't know what to tell you. So U.S. Army, this is on U.S. Army website, usarmy.com. Now, why they are going out here telling the public what they're doing is beyond me, but U.S. Army Nuclear Disablement Team hones mission readiness with Special Forces Unit. And I've literally heard no one talking about this. Now, the other thing is, before I get more into this, I told you guys that I am aware of a specific military unit being positioned right now, and it's not good because these are the guys that go in first, typically. They're being positioned, and I can't really say because the OPSEC, and I'm really not even supposed to know. I just know someone in the unit, and I don't want to give up any kind of information like that on a public forum because I don't want to obviously get A, that person in trouble, or B, put them at risk. But the fact of the matter, these guys are moving is pretty freaking serious. Now, going back to this story, soldiers from the Nuclear Disablement Team 1 honed their mission readiness skills with 7th Special Forces troops during a combat training center rotation at the JRT, or Joint Readiness Training Center at Fort Johnson, Louisiana. Okay. Now, this type of training is very unique. Obviously, with the world we're talking about, nuclear, yeah, we're training people for that. I showed you 2 weeks ago about training for trench warfare. These things are very uncommon, okay? And here's a picture from the training. But the major over this, Chattanooga, a nuclear operations officer with NDT-1, said that his members trained to support night missions under simulated fire and in clandestine operations. So clandestine obviously means secret. And the mission, he says, was unique due to the facility and location of the objective. The facility was designed to like a small warehouse that was turned into a makeshift weapons manufacturing site. It forced us to really take in the environment quickly. Makeshift weapons manufacturing site. What have we been theorizing with the border being open, terror cells coming here, or foreign operatives coming here, dirty bombs, EMPs, all these sort of things? We've been talking about this. So why would they make this makeshift facility, right? And so they're doing this under like shooting, under distress, under night vision and nighttime. So basically, nighttime infiltration into this fake warehouse, training alongside 7th Special Forces Group. And it said we've really focused on developing a scaled down NDT package to better fit the Special Forces mission sets. Why would that be? Now, would this be because we need a smaller, quicker team to deploy into a location very quickly in clandestine, secret, under nighttime, with some contact being made? The U.S. Army's NDT are part of the 20th Chemical, Biological, Radiological, Nuclear, and Explosives, or CBRNE Command. They are the nation or military's premier CBRNE formation. Now, the NDTs include nuclear and countering weapons of mass destruction. This has a slew of guys, and if you're EOD, you may have worked in probably, I doubt nuclear, but you've worked in this capacity. So if you're some CBRNE guys or EOD, comment and give your expertise in it, obviously. But this group has EOD, CBRNE. It has nuclear medical science and health physics areas of expertise within this unit. Now, you could say, oh, this is just some good training for 7th Special Forces Group. You could say that. So I see we got a soy boy in the chat. Now, fear porn is getting age. Shut up. Go drink a freaking latte, soy latte, boy. Anyway, so if that, you could just say that's just some good training. There's some good training. The problem is it's not just them. We also have U.S. Army trains respond to nuclear catastrophe. This is actually a reservist unit that trained last week as well. Okay, what is a nuclear catastrophe? And what does reserves or National Guard units do within the United States? Like some humanitarian relief, some disaster response. Okay, good training. Yeah, they train for hurricanes and such. Maybe let's throw nuclear in there. But then another in Maryland, nuclear disablement team, Army Rangers trained to seize underground nuclear facility. Another NDT team training with 75th Ranger Regiment now. So we had 7th Special Forces Group, 75th Ranger Regiment now. During operations under simulated fire at a what? A decommissioned pulse radiation facility. Again, the same type of situations, nighttime, simulated fire. The other one was a secret makeshift warehouse. This was a decommissioned pulse radiation facility. Night vision with contact, with enemy contact. You don't really have to be a rocket scientist to figure this out, what's coming down the pipe. Now, the biggest thing I don't understand is why they're posting that they're doing this training online. I mean, really, you would think. Someone saying, look into the 2025 U.S. Uniforms and Soldiers 2025. I have not seen that, but guys, go check out what the man is talking about, because I'm sure something else along those lines. Someone said false flag in here. We've been talking about that for a while. It's very likely. It's very likely could be a false flag. I mean, have they been used by the U.S. before? Yeah, they have. They have quite a bit. So I think that this type of training, they also added to the manuals a nuclear response in tactical environment. All these things are circulating. Should this have been in there a long time ago? Should this training have been taking place? Maybe. But I think now with the political climate, with the global climate, and all these things are happening at this moment, I think it should be very apparent. The signs are there, man. The signs are there. Like it's an easy read. We got this is election year. Things are not looking good for the Democrats, and we already know they're willing to do anything. It doesn't matter to them. They're willing to do anything to save their power, retain their power. They're willing to do it. Someone's asking for a quick recap. Basically, go watch the video again, but essentially, lots of training with JSOC, Army National Guard units for nuclear response, going into facilities, clandestine operations under nods, night vision, with some type of contact, enemy contact. The first one being a makeshift warehouse, something similar to what we've been theorizing about people coming across the southern border and maybe bringing dirty bombs, what have you, into the U.S. So a lot of these things, it's the stars are aligning. If you can't take a hint, I don't know what to tell you. Get your house in order. Get prepared, guys. You don't know what tomorrow holds. You don't. And again, I'm not saying go in your basement and stay there. Live your life, but be prepared. You have a fire extinguisher in your house, right? You have car insurance. You wear a seatbelt. You do all these things, right? You have medical insurance. Be prepared. Stay in shape. Have beans, bullets, and Band-Aids and the whole nine. And speaking of beans, bullets, and Band-Aids, we have a few more hats left. These Stay Frosty, the dopest hat in the world. Stay Frosty, this collaboration with Nutrient Survival, only can be purchased through them by purchasing on the website with their packages. I'll put the link below, and you get a 10% off discount as well as the free hat with code FROSTY. Frosty, if you don't know how to spell it, or if my accent is terrible. Frosty right there. That's the code. Stay Frosty has the old school M16 with the ceremonial wrap, right? And yes, it is ceremonial wrap, and I'm not Native American. I don't care. Anyway, I like it. But anyway, guys, I do appreciate you hanging out with me. Hopefully this, the folks that have been naysayers listen to this and say, man, maybe something's not right there. Something's not right there. Anyway, guys, please leave a comment, share the video because no one's talking about this. Everybody's talking about Caitlin Clark. They're talking about what Robert Nero did and stupid stuff. We're talking about real stuff here. We're talking about real things that are going on in the world. Anyhow, guys, remember to stay frosty, stay strapped, and always stay dangerous. I'll put the link below. Go grab you a hat. Take care.